to show my support. But that decision weighed on my heart and my soul since that discussion, and I regretted that. So I want to just explain that I'm not going to be voting in favor of this tonight. I'm going to be hoping that we can stand behind option 3 and postpone this plan moving forward to a later date until there's further dialogue, engagement, and communication and planning around the needs of our most vulnerable, the kids in that region, the schools, MEMS, Pine Forest, Thomas, Puente de Hojo, Coconino High School, the library, CCC, and the 2 neighborhoods that are right there. This is likely our most pedestrian-focused intersection for youth in Flagstaff. And if we don't take the time necessary to ensure that this is done to prioritize the movement of children over the movement of cars, this is going to be a big regret that is going to leave us with, I don't even want to say it, but in a position that is not comfortable years ahead after we're off council. And so I, in good faith, cannot vote in favor of this. I think the design is flawed. I think it's missing what it needs to be a solid roundabout. And I think we need more discussion. This makes me so uncomfortable and has kept me up at night. We don't have good planning for children and how they need to cross the intersection here, and it's also 1.7 million over budget. You know, with all due respect to all the conversations we've had, I think we need to explore alternatives, and I think that we need to really embrace the community in this discussion and engage them, because from what I'm hearing, they're not. And lastly, if we do move forward with this project, what I'm hearing from parents is that they will drive their kids to school, furthering the congestion at this intersection. So this project does not make it safer and more comfortable to walk and get you to school. It does the opposite, and I think will result in more congestion. So, Mayor, I am supportive of option 3, which is not to adopt the ordinance and take some time, take a pause on this, and bring this back to council, maybe even host a town hall at Pine Forest. I believe Pine Forest said that they were willing to host that, and MEMS was too. All the leadership I spoke to at all the schools were very upset about this plan and borderline freaking out that this was moving forward. And I cannot help but agree with them. And we represent them, and we represent the kids. You know, who is the voice of the kids? Who speaks up for the children? That's what kept going through my head over the weekend. That's on us. They don't have a voice. They play Frogger to cross that street, as was mentioned. And this is not going to be pretty here. So before we have blood on our hands, I think we need to take a pause and not acquire this land to progress forward on this plan. Thank you.
Sterling?
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Councilmember Shimoni, I appreciate you acknowledging that this is just about the property acquisition phase, and the options are go ahead and acquire or adopt the ordinance with